Hi, my name is Mondo Villarreal. This is my video created by me about me, okay? I'm 51 years old. I live in Corpus Christi, Texas, the city by the sea. I have two daughters. The one's 19, and she is a volleyball player, a freshman. She's going to Arkansas State University. I have a senior who's 21, and she's at Arizona State University, and she'll be graduating probably in a semester or so. Love them dearly. The one with the volleyball, of course, we win a lot of places, and I got involved in a lot of volleyball, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that. Been involved in sales for about 21, 22 years. Did that with software sales. Started out as a tech, doing demonstrations and presentations. Moved into sales, moved into going out and finding business and finding people. And really, those are the days where you visit an office. Can you believe that? That was the days of office visits and actually bringing a projector and a big old computer and a laptop. And sometimes not even a laptop, it was a tower, and using projectors. And nowadays we don't even do that now. It was face to face, and it was great because I was able to get a sense of feeling if it really hit, or were they squirming, or you got a lot of chance to see a lot of the facial features and a lot of the reactions, and you were able to then adjust. But now, in the age that we're on now, in digital world, you can't really see anything, and you really can't really judge what they're doing. Did that for quite a while, and around 2018, I decided to get away for a little bit, from that type of software and move into a higher end type of software, like engineering software, Hexagon, and that dealt with more expensive. Sales cycles were a little bit longer, things were a little more expensive. I really got a hold of marketing a little bit more too. I was involved in marketing back there. I was more of like a social selling type of person. When I was with the other company, LinkedIn asked me to come and speak at one of the Autodesk conventions that they had, and say, how did I do it, or how am I doing it? How am I doing my profile? How did I set up my profile? What kind of wording did I use in articles? And so I did my presentation because I did get a sale through LinkedIn, and was able to get a substantial sale and some training as with that. That was very brand new at the time. That's when I got my feet wet, and I started learning, really knowing that there's power in social media. Started to see a lot of people, Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, and of course Simon as well. And I saw a lot of people, and I started learning a little bit about there's a way to communicate your product, or your vision, or what you're trying to bring to this world. Once I got a hold of that, I used my communication education in media, and communication in TV and media, and I was able to put that together and start my own YouTube channel. And that's how I was able to create little videos about the software, and be able to do that, and be able to point them to those different videos. And that's kind of like how I started. And I started to say, well, if they can't buy from me if they don't know who I am. And that was kind of counterculture, because in the culture that I've been around with in those two companies, it wasn't the culture of doing that. It was about doing these large webinars, and these time-consuming things, and it just really wasn't bringing anything. So I was kind of going against the grain. I've always been a person that I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to try things. I've also been in ministry, or public speaking at churches. I pioneered a church, and with my wife, my ex-wife, we had a church. We did that for 14 years. And it was really being a part of the people. I mean, you really start to learn. You're in the people business, and you have to problem solve, and you have to come up with ideas. And at the same time, I'm marketing, and I'm the praise and worship leader, and I'm doing all this, plus working a full-time job. So I was constantly on the move. I was constantly doing things, and I still am. I still am a public speaker here, a pastor here in Corpus. What we did is we ended up merging with a larger church, and then that church here in Corpus I'm now with. So that's kind of been the whole thing of my life. It's all been around people. It's always been around communication. It's always been around trying new things. I've always been a person that is very interested. I'm always reading, because I've always heard that term, leaders or readers. And I consider myself a leader when I stay in my lane, and I know the lane that I'm supposed to be in, and I do well. And I believe that I can bring a lot of value. I can bring a lot of new ideas, new concepts, a new way of looking at things, because I have a different set of people that I've been around. I've been around a lot of different companies, and a lot of different oil companies and major companies, and so I've tried a lot of things also as well. I'm also involved in my daughter's volleyball club still. After she's already gone, they hired me to be their social media communications, however you want to label it. And I've helped them. I helped their Google numbers, their Google ratings and their Yelp ratings, and I was helping them out and showing them that these things matter, because these things are what people look at. You might be the best club in town, but it's what people are seeing online, and I've been teaching them how to use different products and different equipment to be able to push out the brand. And we've been very successful with that, and I'm still doing that right now and helping them out. And like I do that with churches as well. When there's a church that's needing help with their infrastructure, or something's not moving right, or something's not going right, I go there and I just kind of look at what's going on and get some problem solving, and kind of give them some advice about what they need to do if they really want to see growth. And a lot of times change is hard for them to make when they've been doing it one way for the longest time, and they have to change the way they're doing it. And I know what that feels like, because I had to do that. But I saw that when I did the change, and when I stepped out into the deep, and when I stepped out into the unknown, I was able to learn new things, and it profited me very well. And I was able to see a lot of growth. Talking about growth, we already kind of teaching. I teach people in our church. We have something called Growth Plan, or the Growth Plan. What we do is we assimilate people that are new to the church. And I remember pioneering a church, and I was like, how do I get people to get involved? How do I get people to get involved in the church rather than just coming to church? It's kind of like with employees. I've always seen the employees just come and never get involved or do more. And what we do now is, I don't know if you've ever heard of Chris Hodges, Pastor Chris Hodges in Church of the Highlands. We use their program called Grow, and basically it's connect the people, and then help them find their purpose, help them find their calling, their talents, their giftings, and then plug those giftings into the church. And then once we plug them in, we find a place for them. There's nothing like having someone take care of kids who are really not designed to take care of kids. And so we found out, and I started to see a tremendous excitement when you help people find their purpose. When you help a business, or when you help an organization find what they were meant to do. And when they find what they're meant to do, there's fulfillment. And I've seen many, many people go from job to job and go from church to church, and they're looking for fulfillment. It's not the church, it's not anything else. It's just that they don't know their purpose. And so I've always been a person where I'm looking to fulfill that person's purpose and point them in the direction. And I've always said, I'm just one beggar telling another beggar where to find bread. That's really what I'm trying to say. Here's an answer. Have you tried this? So I really believe I'm able to bring a lot to the team. I'm able to bring a lot of diversity and a lot of different things, and I'm able to bring some ideas. I have I like to give my input a lot. And I like to do a lot of videos. I like to do a lot of presentations and talk to people. And if I could do something, it would be ministry, it would be people. I mean, if it could be something that I did all the time, it would be people. It wouldn't even feel like work. It would feel like I'm doing what I was built to do. And so I hope that I'm able to express that in this video, and also in those questions and answers and my resume. And I hope it all comes together and it's able to make an impact in your company, because I want to be an asset. I don't want to be a liability. I want to be an asset, and I want to be a team player. And I believe that great things are in store for me and for you. And I want to be a part of this team, and I really want to be a part of the journey. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.